Hi again everybody, my name is Charlie, I am the Kybercorp intern, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing off my Penguin deck profile. That's right, you heard correct, my Penguin deck profile. I can't wait to dive into this one. This is one of my favorite decks of all time for casual play. Even in some rogue matchups, you can get away with some cheeky wins. So I have a lot of fun playing this deck. The cards look fun, the playstyle is unique, and let's be honest, who doesn't love some penguins? So I'm really excited to show you guys. Let's get into the deck profile. So first off, we're playing 3 of the keystone of the deck, Penguin Squire. It's the extender from the hand whenever a monster is summoned in face down defense position or a monster is set on the field. It level modulates, so it lets you bring out not only Penguin Brave, but almost any of the synchro monsters you want in your deck in combination with the penguins that are filling out the rest of the deck. So key combo piece, key monster for all of your synchro plays. We're also playing 3 of the Great Emperor Penguin, of course, because it is the main reason why you're playing penguins. Special summons 2 from the deck, not once per turn. Without this, penguins would be borderline unplayable. So being able to have this monster, you want to max it out, see it as many times as you can, and see as many ways to bring it out as you can over the course of one duel. The combo for Emperor Penguin, the 2 that you're almost always bringing out, is Note Penguin, which we're playing 2 of, and Glacial Beast Polar Penguin, which we're also playing 2 of. This, even going second, is killer because you get to trigger Glacial Beast on the summon to target and bounce, but Note Penguin turns all penguin bounces into banishes instead. So you get that right off the bat, and then you get to go into your synchro combo after that point, and then you have the Note Penguin always coming back with every penguin effect. Feels good from there. The iconic card, you gotta play 2 of them. Penguin Soldier, 2 because that way you can play Totally Awesome. It is still legal in the TCG, so we're playing 2 copies of Penguin Soldier. But also, it's honestly that most high impact penguin card that's available in the deck. Being able to have it set, even if you brick and you have just a set Penguin Soldier, you can still end up having a really high impact play when your opponent attacks into it if they don't find a way to get around it otherwise. Targets 2, no penguin chains, banishes 2, really insane. Even a single banish is high impact in this day and age. The ability to banish 2 though, that takes it the next step beyond. 2 penguin, or Nightmare Penguin I should say, with the dual terminal foil looking really nice. Look at that. We're playing 2 because we want to have rank 4 moves, so we are playing Kragan, we are playing Abyss Dweller as well, and of course you could play just the 1 and combo it with Squire to make a 4, and it works that way, but I wanted to have 2 of them because it's also a good card as well. A targeting banish of not just a monster, but could be a spell or trap too, so the flexibility is really nice, and the level 4 does come up quite a bit. For the 1-ofs, we're doing 1 Puny Penguin to keep on recycling our Great Emperor Penguin, bringing it back from the grave. Really awesome ways that you can just use Emperor Penguin twice, sometimes even 3 times in a turn, depending on what your hand is, all thanks to Puny Penguin as well. Penguin Ninja is going to help us set our penguins to be able to trigger Penguin Squire in the hand, also be able to particularly target spell and trap cards to banish. So going against a player like Labyrinth or any back row heavy strategy, trap tricks as well, this card can be your friend to constantly be banishing those in combination with Note Penguin, and you go from there. The setting effect doesn't come up too often, but when it does, it feels really good that it's there. Lastly, Penguin Cleric. Sometimes I want to cut this card, but whenever I do, I end up missing it, so we are bringing it out. A lot of the times, the 600 boost in life points can matter, but the 600 life point attack boost is what really helps you close out certain games. I know it may seem trivial, but the 600 boost really can end up being the difference between setting up for a follow-up or closing it out that one turn that you're attacking. So that finishes up the penguin monsters for the main deck. For the other monsters, we're doing 3 Dream Shark because it's a free extender. It's also a level 5, so it does come up for some synchro plays. Free extender, whether you have no monster or only water monsters, you can summon it from the hand for free. And it's got a really big defense stat too, 2600. So nothing that sneeze at. It can be a good wall if you need it to be. But mainly, summoning it out so that you can tribute summon Great Emperor Penguin with it. Speaking of Great Emperor Penguin and ways to bring it out easy, 2 Ice Trade Tremora. You discard it, special any water from the hand, which is amazing. So you can even special Glacial Beast Polar Penguin to trigger the bounce effect on that. But you're mainly using it to special summon Emperor Penguin for free. And the last card, we are playing the Trap Ice Barrier. So to search a Kaiju, we want to have the Kaiju in the deck. So we're playing 1 Gamma Seal. For the spells, we are doing 3 Royal Penguin Garden because it's the best spell in the deck. Add any penguin, can level modulate by 1. So your Emperor Penguin goes from a 5 that has to be tribute summoned I should say, to a 4 that can be normal summoned without a tribute. Really nice, especially if you can already have Note Penguin in your hand or Emperor Penguin in your hand and this card. You add the one that you don't have, and then you get to do the combo of Emperor, Chainlink, Note Penguin, and it feels, like I said earlier, it feels good from there. We are doing 3 Foolish Burial to dump our 3 Ice Barrier, which you're going to see in a second. So I won't spend too much time talking about that. Ice Barrier is what we're going to be talking about for that one. 2 Book of Moon, mainly to interact with our opponent, but the fact that we can also interact with our own cards, get double Penguin Soldier effects. Book of Moon can help you get the Squire out from your hand and do some cool plays from there. And then also 2 Cosmic Cyclone, just for some targeted back row stuff. We don't see too much spell and traps right now, so a lot of it's in the side deck, but 2 in the main deck hasn't done me wrong yet. And then for the last spell, 1 Called by the Grave as well, because we don't want our Emperor Penguin to be Ash Blossomed. If we can ever prevent it, we want to. Lastly, the traps, pretty simple. 3 Ice Barrier and 3 Goes in Match. Ice Barrier is for not only Foolish Burial Goods, but it is a good battle trick if you end up needing to set it. But Foolish Burial Goods lets us essentially search for any level 5 or higher water monster from the deck. Goes in Match, all of our stuff's water. Sometimes our opponents play decks that are not all the same attribute. Goes in Match punishes those decks. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the extra deck. In the extra, we are playing not only 1, but 2 Penguin Brave. Just in case the first one gets stopped, you do want to have the second one to follow up with. So it does come up quite a bit. Penguin, if you don't OTK, you're in a bit of a grindy game, and the second Penguin Brave helps you in that grind game. We're also doing 1 Coral Dragon for the other 6. It's a synchro, or not synchro, it's a tuner, so it helps us synchro again, and you get a draw off of that as well. Plus, discard a card, target any card on the field, and pop it. So not only monsters, not only spells or traps, either one. Flexibility makes it pretty darn nice. That's it for the 6s. We only have 1 8, and that's going to be our Dragite for a spell and trap negation. Pretty simple, just spell and trap negation. Ravenous what even is this name? Ravenous Crocodragon Archithus. You know what? I think I did a pretty darn good job saying that name. This is mainly for the draw 2, plus you can OTK in combination with Stealth Kraken with this card. So it's great to have a free pop, and if you have a pretty good hand, as it is, this is in the extra deck, so it's just a utility. If you have a really good hand, this can be just 1 more interruption for your opponent. 1 more Trident they have to worry about in combination with, let's say, a Toad or a Dragite, something like that. The blowouts, 1 Trish and 1 Mega Trish. We usually make Trish a lot more than Mega Trish, but Mega Trish does come up when our opponent just has a full board and a hand of nothing. So sometimes we do bring this out, and when it floats into Trish successfully, you feel like you're living an anime moment. That's one of the best feelings for Trish players of all time. And then lastly, the 10, we're playing Supreme Sovereign Cheng Ying. Absolute beast of a card, especially when you're banishing stuff with no penguin too. Oh man, I just imagine like a penguin almost getting into like a mech that is this armor, and like a little penguin in there doing some work. For our Xyz monsters, 1 Totally Awesome. We still have it legal. I'm going to play it as long as we do. It's an amazing negate, steal stuff, fantastic. 1 Abyss Dweller, in case we go up any coping tier limit players or other graveyard focused strategies. And then we are doing, like I said, Kragen, so the 1 Stealth Kragen, and we are, believe it or not, call me crazy, we are playing the 2 Spawn, mainly to do the OTK combo with Crocodragon. If your opponent has 1 monster on board, you can Stealth Kragen pop it, go to battle phase, attack attack with Crocodragon as well, and then after both of them have attacked, pop the Kragen, bring these 2 out for an additional 3,800 damage, and that's lethal. So really nice combo just to close out games that way. And for the last 2 cards, we have our links, which are Mistar Boy, just to close out some damage there, and also for the recursion, and 1 Anemone to constantly bring stuff back from the graveyard, and plus from there. Let's go ahead and look at the side deck now. For the side deck, pretty straightforward stuff. We're playing 3 Nibiru, mainly for any just meta combo decks, even Kashtira too. Like, I pray for the Penguin players that are out there that are playing this in locals now. If your locals has stuff like Kashtira in it, that's just a sad picture. But Nibiru can hopefully give you a chance at combating that. Droll and Lockbird for decks like Despia. Any deck that adds a lot more than you do, Droll's going to be better. Or Droll's going to be a good option. That's it for the monsters on the side. For the spells, we're doing some blowout stuff. So we have 3 Lightning Storm, mainly for the back row decks. We're kind of worried about those a lot. And then 2 Book of Eclipse, also for Kashtira, but also because you can set almost everything, and you're never going to have your opponent flip up and draw. Because you're going to Trishula, banish stuff, you're going to be constantly going into the battle phase and popping stuff, moving stuff off the field. You're almost never going to have your opponent draw off of this. So Book of Eclipse is great, and it sets your own penguins too, so you can even combo with it. Lots of good flexibility. And then for the traps, keeping it simple, just 3, evenly matched. Once again, blowout card, really, really strong, always feels good when you get it off. The 15th extra deck card is because I found out about that Anemone and World Sea Dragon Zealantis combo. So I decided, hey, I'm going to try it out. If our opponent has something on the board that's just super, super, like, I don't know, I'll be protected. Can't be targeted, can't be destroyed. Zealantis helps us get around that. Doesn't target, banishes stuff. The Anemone lock makes it so that it doesn't come back where your stuff does. So we're trying it out in the side deck just in case. I think that the side deck, the option here would maybe even be swapping it out for the new Ice Jade Synchro, which can protect your stuff. So I'm testing this out now. I'll test out the Ice Jade Synchro later. If you have a preference, feel free to play whichever one you like, but I like the interaction this has with Anemone, so we're playing the 1 copy. Alright everybody, that concludes the deck profile. I really appreciate you all for checking it out. If you are also a Penguin fan like myself, if you found this video or me entertaining, go ahead and drop me a like down below. I'd really, really appreciate it. If you have any spicy Penguin tech cards or builds that you use that you think I should know about, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always excited to find new Penguin players out there, seeing new cards they're trying out. Dream Shark was a new thing for me. Have you heard of it before? Let me know. Lastly, if you want to be in the loop for any more deck profiles, any more of my videos, I do artwork discussions, fun replays, I do discussion videos as well. So all that, you can be in the loop if you just click subscribe down below, and it would mean the world to me. I'd really, really appreciate it. That's everything for me, guys. I really appreciate you checking it out. My name is Charlie. I'm the Kaiba Corp intern, and I got to get back to work, and you all got to take care of each other. Thanks for watching. Peace.